It was a long drive home. I fell asleep in the back seat like I always do, my head on Via's lap like she was my pillow, a towel wrapped around the seatbelt so I wouldn't drool all over her. Via fell asleep too, and Mom and Dad talked quietly about grown up things I didn't care about. I don't know how long I was sleeping, but when I woke up, there was a full moon outside the car window. It was a purple night, and we were driving on a highway full of cars. And then I heard Mom and Dad talking about me. "We can't keep protecting him," Mom whispered to Dad, who was driving. "We can't just pretend he's going to wake up tomorrow and this isn't going to be his reality. Because it is, Nate, and we have to help him learn to deal with it. We can't just keep avoiding situations that..." "So sending him off to middle school like a lamb to the slaughter?" Dad answered angrily, but he didn't even finish his sentence because he saw me in the mirror looking up. "What's a lamb to the slaughter?" I asked sleepily. "Go back to sleep, Augie," Dad said softly. "Everyone will stare at me at school," I said, suddenly crying. "Honey," Mom said. She turned around in the front seat and put her hand on my hand. "You know, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. But we spoke to the principal there and told him about you, and he really wants to meet you." "What did you tell him about me?" "How funny you are, and how kind and smart. When I told him you read Dragon Rider when you were 6, it was like, wow, I have to meet this kid." "Did you tell him anything else?" I said. Mom smiled at me. Her smile kind of hugged me. "I told him about all your surgeries and how brave you are," she said. "So he knows what I look like?" I asked. "Well, we brought pictures from last summer in Montauk," Dad said. "We showed him pictures of the whole family and that great shot of you holding that flounder on the boat." "You were there too?" I have to admit I felt a little disappointed that he was a part of this. "We both talked to him, yes," Dad said. "He's a really nice man." "You would like him," Mom added. Suddenly, it felt like they were on the same side. "Wait, so when did you meet him?" I said. "He took us on a tour of the school last year," said Mom. "Last year?" I said. "So you've been thinking about this for a whole year and you didn't tell me?" "We didn't know if you'd even get in, Augie," answered Mom. "It's a very hard school to get into. There's a whole admissions process. I didn't see the point in telling you and having you get all worked up about it unnecessarily." "But you're right, Augie. We should have told you when we found out last month that you got in," said Dad. "In hindsight," sighed Mom. "Yes, I guess." "Did that lady who came to the house last time have something to do with this?" I said. "The one that gave me that test?" "Yes, actually," said Mom, looking guilty. "Yes." "You told me it was an IQ test," I said. "I know. Well, that was a white lie," she answered. "It was a test you needed to take to get into the school. You did very well on it, by the way." "So you lied," I said. "A white lie, but yes, sorry," she said, trying to smile. But when I didn't smile back, she turned around in her seat and faced forward. "What's a lamb to the slaughter?" I said. Mom sighed and gave Daddy a look. I shouldn't have said that, Dad said, looking at me in the rearview mirror. It's not true. Here's the thing. Mommy and I love you so much. We want to protect you any way we can. It's just sometimes we want to do it in different ways. I don't want to go to school, I answered, folding my arms. It will be good for you, Augie, said Mom.